All right, let's talk about LinkedIn. If you've ever used it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That frustration when you send a message out and hear nothing back. Well, today we're diving into what looks like a secret weapon to make sure you actually get replies. It's called LinkedIn Message Master. I mean, we've all been there, right? You find the absolute perfect contact, you spend time writing what you think is a really solid message, you hit send, and then crickets. It just feels like it vanishes into some LinkedIn black hole, doesn't it?
And, it's not even just about getting ignored. It's that moment right before you send it, where you start second-guessing every single word. Am I being too professional? Is this too casual? Does this sound desperate? That little voice of doubt can totally freeze you up.
And when you add it all up, what do you get? You're putting in all this effort. You're trying to build your network, land that dream job, close that next big deal, and you're just not seeing any results. That cycle of sending messages out into the void is just so frustrating.
Okay, but what if there was actually a fix for all that frustration? This is where we get to talk about your new secret weapon.
So here it is. LinkedIn Message Master is a Chrome extension, and it's built to do one thing really, really well. Help you write messages that don't just get seen, but that actually get a response.
At its core, it's designed to solve that #1 problem of being ignored. And by helping you write way better messages, it gives you that shot of confidence you need to reach out to anyone, knowing that what you're sending is actually effective.
So how does it pull this off? Well, it's powered by Google's Gemini AI. And you got to think of this less like a simple little template tool and more like having an expert co-writer sitting next to you using some seriously advanced AI to give you suggestions that are smarter and way more likely to work. All right, so that's the big picture. Now let's get into the nuts and bolts of it. Let's see how this thing actually helps you write a perfect message in literally seconds. The feature list is pretty stacked. I mean, it covers everything from that critical first message to writing smart replies that actually keep a good conversation going. But wait, look at that fifth one. It helps you understand the feelings in a message you get back. That's a game changer. It's not just about what you send, it's about understanding the whole conversation.
This really says it all, doesn't it? This is the big shift. You go from agonizing over every comma and every word to saving a ton of time. And that's time you can now spend doing what actually moves the needle, having more real, high-quality conversations and building connections.
So you might be thinking, okay, this sounds cool, but is it really for me? Well, let's break down who this is really for. It's basically designed for any professional who's got ambitious goals. I mean, look at this list. You've got job seekers, sales pros, networkers, recruiters, entrepreneurs. It covers a lot of ground. But honestly, that last point is the real key. It's for anyone who gets that on LinkedIn. Better conversations lead to bigger and better opportunities. Simple as that.
Okay, let's talk about something really important. Anytime you talk about a browser extension, especially one that works with a platform like LinkedIn, 2 words should pop into your head: trust and privacy. So let's just tackle those directly.
This right here is probably the biggest green flag you can get. Getting featured on the official Google Chrome Web Store is not easy. It means Google's team has actually reviewed it and basically given it their stamp of approval. It's recognized and it's trusted. And as for privacy, the developer's policy is crystal clear. They lay it all out for you. Your data is not being sold to third parties? Check. It's not being used for weird, unrelated stuff? Check. And it's definitely not being used for things like judging your creditworthiness? Check. It's just a straight-up commitment to keeping your stuff safe. So let's kind of bring this all home. The journey this tool is promising, it's a huge transformation for your LinkedIn strategy. It's all about taking you from that frustrating place of being ignored to a new place where you're actually actively connected. And this is what it all boils down to. This is the core idea. You stop the old, ineffective cycle, and you start a new one where every single message you send has the potential to open the next big door for your career or for your business.
So let's just end on this thought. With all the noise out there online, sometimes just one message, the right message, can change everything. So the real question is, what if the very next message you send is the one that unlocks your next big opportunity?